Okay, Vinland Saga Chapter 101 to 105. Vinland Saga, Book 8. Who is this? Okay. The feathered tern. Is this Canute? Father, I have returned. Ooh. I remember this guy. Where have I seen him? I've succeeded in purchasing Bjarni's land. We shook on an official transaction with the witness present, as you bade me. Who is this? But he seems familiar. Even this guy. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, he was the guy from the beginning. The guy who visited Thor's to retake his slave. So this is around Iceland. So this is a king, the other king. Maybe I don't know. I guess these are just like uh Thor's. I guess they're villager neighbors. Father, it was all aboard entirely legitimate. I did nothing at all to besmirch the good name of Halfdan. Yeah, Halfdan. It's a Kriya. No, I didn't. Huh? Oh, a tern. Scared me. They look like seagulls, but terns are summer birds. They should not be here in the season. There, on the stake. It could not fly south. A failure. It does not have the strength to fly far, most likely. I see. I didn't know you liked birds. If that tern recognizes its own lack of strength and chooses to submit to these chains, then I might even keep it. Oh yeah, I guess the problem is yeah, this is one of the ones eventually maybe Thorfinn will have faces, yeah, slaver. Someone who owns probably tons of slaves. Bjarni's land is yours to manage, Sigurd. An early wedding present. Yes, sir. Thank you. Seems your bride is here. Greet them, Sigurd. Yes, father. Hey, horse. Is this the woman from the beginning? Akria. Village in southern Iceland. Thorfinn's family home, December 1018. I told you already. It's not my fault I couldn't recognize you. Your hair, that beard, those scars. You look like such a Ruffiana. Ruffiana. I don't need a haircut, and I shave every now and then. It's so long, just like a girl. You can't just cut it when it gets long. You have to manage it. Girls pay attention to that kind of thing. You need to be more put together. On top of that, that beard doesn't suit you. Why don't you shave it all off? What? No, I'm too old to be clean shaven. It's embarrassing. Well, what's your plan after this? Snuggy happens to have 5 grandchildren of proper age now. And wouldn't you know it, all five are all five are girls. He often complains about not having an heir to the fisherman's line. What do you mean? Go and marry into the family. Fishing's a good life. Marry? But yeah, he has a different goal right now. Why did your voice get so high pitched? Where you're well past the age to have settled down by now, Thorfinn. In fact, it might already be too late. Whoa, shocking. Yeah, I guess he still can't believe that he's a man now. I never even thought of it. I see, hence the sudden haircut. When you say well past the age, how old am I? Anyway, you should know that we're 9 years apart, right? Oh, he's 22. How old are you? 17. How old are you? 17. But you are 22, so she's 31 now. Damn. You were born in the winter, so your 23rd is fast approaching. So if add 9, she's 26. Stop counting. I'm saying you ought to take such a concern of a mother's mind. I have yet to ask you how you've been making a living before this. Yeah, I think they'll be surprised once they learn that he became, I guess he became a warrior, a Viking, fought the war with Canute, and then eventually became a slave. But from now on, you need to put some roots down and live more seriously. A fisherman, maybe that would be a nice change of pace. Get married on this island, catch fish every day, have children, grow old. But yeah, he has a new goal now. But I have to go. I'll explain it all when everyone's together tonight. What I've been doing and what I'll do next. Well, sheesh. You could have told me you already had plans. I was going to tell you about them last night, but then you punched me. And the next thing I knew, it was morning. It's not my fault. Are you going far away? Yeah, sorry. Heh, what? Your head's still shaped the same. Finally, I found some proof that it's really. Yeah, I guess yeah. I guess it looks more cleaner, but yeah, it's hard to recognize him now. He's shaven clean. Look at that little page boy cut. Well, look who's a fancy lad now, Thorfinn. I told her not to shave me, but she got me while I was nodding off. Is that really so bad? You do look more friendly now. Don't try to console me, Einar. What's up with my hair anyway? Scrunch, scrunch. No, what I mean is you don't look tough at all now. Oh, I see. I guess that's alright then. That night, Thorfinn told his family about the events he had experienced over the last 16 years. I mean, it was 16 years. From Thor's death to his departure from Ketil's farm. He was brief in detail, speaking only of the most important features. But the hatred, the strife, the death and destruction, despair, the regret, the sadness, and the rebirth within his story left all who heard it speechless. The people I killed, the slaves who died in the midst of despair, they too may have had warm homes such as this one. My crimes are grave, I must go to build the land of peace to Vinland. Do as you must, Thorfinn, son of Thor. But mother, there are many people who wish they could escape from this world. Thors and I fled to this very island from Jomsburgs and its warriors. When those who flee from war and slavery go as far as they can, to escape beyond the distant horizon, you must be there to welcome those people to a land of peace. That is your life's purpose. Thank you, mother. But still, creating a country in Vinland, it'll be quite the commitment. You'll need gold and lots of it. Do you have any stockpiled away? Yeah, you haven't a coin to your name. Yes, I need to borrow some. I returned to Iceland in part to look for sponsors. Borrow some. The only person around here with that kind of wealth to spare is Halfdan, maybe. Halfdan, of course. What's he like? He lives over the mountain to the west. Hold on, not so fast, you two. I wouldn't waste my time. Fools really fear nothing. Don't get involved with Halfdan, the chainer. He's a villain through and through. You won't get any money out of him. You'll be lucky if he doesn't rob you blind. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Thorfinn will be able to convince him. Um, the feathered turn, part 2. So yeah, who is this girl? And why does she have a teddy bear? It's a stowaway. Not you again, little one. Why you? Give it up, you. There's no escape out here. Huh? We're in there beneath the front hall. There, I've got you now. Let me go. She's climbing the rope. Hey, stop that. It's dangerous. Leif, you liar. You promised you would take me out of the country. Who is she? You made her a promise, Leif? No, not at all. She's got it all mixed up. Gudrid, I told you I'd do that when you grow up. When you grew up. Once you're an adult, I can take you any. Don't lie to me just because I'm a kid. It has to be now or there's no point. It's your fault, Leif, little brat. You always speak freely about your travels to Vinland and other distant places in every village you visit. You can't blame a child for becoming curious. Oh, so it's my fault, is it? I know what happens when a girl shows up. She gets married off and locked up inside the house. Mom told me riding on a ship is a man's job and protecting the home is a proper woman's job. What's wrong with that? It's a very important job indeed. I didn't say it was bad. I said I don't like that men have to be on a ship and a woman have to be in the house. Who made that up? Why does it have to be that way? I want to ride on a ship. I know you feel for her, Pops, but don't listen. Kids like that won't give in to reason. She'll change her mind when she gets older. All right, men, sorry to do this, but we're turning back to Greenland. We've got to return Gudrid to her family. Don't even try it. I'll bite through this rope. I would love to see you try. Huff, huff, huff. The ship landing is right ahead. Damn, but still so far. Should have waited until dark after all. No, no, I can do this. Calm down, Gudrid. When the one on the left turns, I make my move. Now. Hmm? Wasn't there a rotting old barrel over there? Are you sure? Iceland's Halfdan Farm, December 10/18. Gudrid. Oh, it's his daughter probably, or maybe little sister. The- That's not acceptable, you fools. Find her. You'd all become feed for the fish if you don't find her before dark. Halfdan's farm dock. Whoa. Oh. Be careful, the wood is frozen in places. Wow, look at all the ships. These ships belongs these ships all belong to Halfdan? He must be rich to have so many. My hopes are high. I guess he doesn't remember Halfdan. I guess it's only Ilva who remembers Halfdan, Thors, and maybe Olga. Sadly, that does not seem to be the case. Halfdan's son is soon to be married. These are the sheep of the wedding guests. I just got the story. Ah, a happy day then. How does a wedding fit into our plan to ask to borrow money? Oh, good point. Well, maybe he'll be in a generous mood. We ought to put together a gift to offer. I heard that Halfdan was a frightening figure, but the village didn't seem so bad. It's true, it seems normal. Well, he is a man who incites both and good bad rumors. Bad rumors? When nearby farms are running into trouble, he will ride them at a great discount, not by force, but an unsavory either way. And the good rumors, those farmers he converts into tenants are able to make a proper living. Many say that life is easier working under Halfdan. What is it, Thorfinn? That barrel. It's been walking around. Was just wondering. I've been spotted. He's pointing a finger right at me. It was all going so well. I got carried away and moved too quick. Please, good sir, let me go. It's just a trick of the mind. Nothing but Leif. Leif, son of Eric, how dare you leave me behind? Thanks to you, I'm now in a terrible bind. This is all your fault. Thank you very much. I'm afraid I don't know any barrels. You'll need to show me your face. Oh. Oh, she was the kid before. She was the little girl before that. I guess always try to go along with life. So I guess she's a little bit older now. Gudrid, what are you doing here? That's what I'd like to know. At any rate, there's a bad man after me, so hide me in your ship. What bad man? Explain yourself. Just let me on first. Don't worry, I'll tell you why on. Oh, maybe she's not the little. I guess. When I thought they were looking for her, maybe she's the little sister, but I guess she's like a lady now, so she might be the bride of Halfdan's son. I don't think so. Every time you set foot on my ship, I've had the devil of a time getting you out of it. You off of it. How can you be so cold to your own sister by marriage? Ooh, sister. Yes, she's my brother's wife. Oh, but she's so young. Is she even 20? This is all your fault to begin with, Leif. All because you didn't let me ride with you. As I said, explain yourself. You said you were going to take me along on your next voyage, only to shut you up. If I hadn't said that, you would have just stowed away again. On top of that, you've never kept your promise about when I grew up. Do you have any idea how thoughtless statements from adults can hurt the feelings of a pure young girl? You don't look like a little girl to me. You're already an adult as well. Why don't you settle down and act more like a woman? You're so close, yeah. Are you guys blind? Aha, like a woman. Your favorite little phrase. You know how much I hate that, don't you? It doesn't matter to me whether you hate it or like it. It's common sense, it's tradition. A woman cannot be a sailor. It is men who ride on ships and women who protect the home. It's the way it's always been. You are a woman, Gudrid. Maybe we should step in to mediate, but we don't really know the situation. Ooh, she has a dagger. What she's planning to do with that? Now, calm down, Gudrid. No need for blades. Just hand it here. She cut her braids. Yeah, I think she's the wife of So I guess Leif is related to Halfdan, or maybe she's a different. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I feel like she's connected to Halfdan's in some way. I'm done being a woman. You've never seen a woman with hair this short, so let me on board. I can't. Not until you explain. Come on, take a hint. That was the part where you have to let me on your ship. Young miss, where are you? Oh crap. Look, just ease up. Let me hide in your ship. Hey, stop, Gudrid. The pier is very slippery. Oh. Yeah, I think she is. Whoa, are you okay? She hit the back of her head. Dave, she's out cold. I told her not to run. Young miss over there, Siggy. What are they doing to Gudrid? Yeah. The feathered turn. Careful now, prop up her head. You're putting her on the ship, Leaf. Well, I can't just leave her out on the dock, can I? She seems lively, too lively. There we go. But I wonder what would bring Gudrid here to Halfdan's farm. Would she go this far to stow away? Does she do that often? You mentioned that earlier. She's a repeat offender. It's a great bother dealing with her. Listen, it's no business of mine, but you realize this just looks like a kidnapping, right? You filthy kidnappers. Watch out further back. Right in broad daylight on the lands of Halfdan the Chainer. I applaud your sheer bravado. It's not what you think. You don't understand. I'm this girl's. You get back, Mr. Leif. The chain. Yep. Everyone, back behind the mast. Whoa. Hang on, you misunderstand. What am I misunderstanding, you knave? How else would you explain Gudrid's hair? Dumb, slippery bugger. How could you do such a thing? Does it bring you pleasure to cut off a woman's hair? Damn. Whoa, no way. He tangled up Siggy's chain. It's not what you think either. She cut her hair on her own. Why, what woman would do such a thing? A woman's hair is her very life. I guess somewhat similar with I guess in I guess in Korea, in I guess in with a samurai as well, that their long hair somewhat signifies like honor or something. I guess in this case I don't know. I'm not sure, but I guess always has some kind of. I guess long hairs always have some kind of symbolism. I guess with royalty and because yeah, I think yeah, I remember that was it in China or I think in Korea that women with usually they don't cut their. I guess the tradition, the old the historical ones they don't really cut their hair, but they just braid it very long. I agree with you. I agree, but it's the truth. We're not kidnappers. I am Gudrid's brother-in-law. Good luck, Thorfinn. She fell on the ice and hit her head. Brother, don't you mean grandpa? You kidnappers can't even bother to think up a likely story. Sigurd, son of Halfdan, has never received such an insult before. Watch out. Ooh, he caught it. Damn. Ouch, Thorfinn. Ooh, oh, that's a different one. It's a dagger. Chain dagger. So you block it. You have good eyes. We'll have to see how many times that rag can withstand my chain blade. Stop, Einar. Get back. We told you it's not what you think. Just listen. Stop, Sigurd. Oh, maybe it. Yeah, because I guess Sigurd would be a little bit older now. If he was the one who talked to Thor's before, so maybe yeah. I guess it was half done. So I guess it's just that he guess. I guess yeah. I guess because of the time he looks older now. So yeah, makes sense. So he probably was the one who was talking to Thor's before. The one who came to the village when yeah, because 16 years has passed. So father, please stay back. And I guess I thought it was Sigurd because I guess he they probably look the same. It's just that I guess I just remembered him a lot more and I kind of forgot that yeah, 16 years has passed. Father, please stay back. I will deal with these ruffians. It has been many years, Leif. Hmm? They look identical. Half done. Is this your son? Please call him off. He's confused us for kidnappers. Sigurd, that old man there is Leif the Lucky Ericsson. Leif the Lucky Ericsson. He is Gudrid's older brother-in-law, as I have told you before. Uh-oh, you're in trouble now, Siggy. Oh dear, I thought he was younger. Put the chain away already. Leif. You too, Tulla. What are you all doing here? That's my question. Where did you hear about Gudrid's wedding, brother? Yeah, it was wedding for Gudrid. So you didn't know after all. It's quite a good deal if you ask me. She's to be wed to Sigurd, the son of Halfdan. It is true, I'm sorry to have finalized the plan while you were away, Leif. But there was no telling when you'd be back from your latest voyage, as you know. Huh. I thought you said she was your brother's wife. My brother is dead, Gudrid's with. Yeah, that's why I was a little bit confused. My brother is dead. Gudrid's his widow. Oh. So yeah, I guess she was married before. So that was I was confused a little bit. That is Leif related to Halfdan. So yeah, I guess this confirms it. So I guess Leif's um brother was married to Gudrid, but he passed away. So Gudrid is, I guess you could say, single. I guess a widow. So I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you really want her half done. She has no lack for energy and spirit. She will bear healthy children. It's all you need from a woman. We will be family now. We ought to be on good terms, Dave. I am impressed. Your name? Thorfinn, son of Thors. I met you once when I was young. Thors. Thor's the troll of Yom. That's right, he was my father. Hmm. You'll need your arm seen to first. Come to my home after that, Thorfinn. The rest of you, escort our guests. You do not discern the finer details. It's your worst habit, boy. I will not have my ownings inherited by a fool. The He's reminded me of I guess the early days of Olmar. Don't get down, Siggy. Hang in there, Siggy. Everyone makes mistakes. Shut up and be gone from my sight. And stop calling me Siggy. Watch out for Siggy. Stop it, Siggy. Calm down, Siggy. By the way, where is Gudrid? She ran off while we were practicing for the ceremony. Actually, Gudrid is. Oh, what's this? It looks like. Is it morning? Her her hair. There's something going on. Why else would Halfdan seek to connect himself to our family? Yeah. Did the marriage proposal come from Halfdan's side? That's what I hear. But we Greenlanders are a destitute people. We're a poor much for Halfdan's wealth. Yeah, what's his try? He's definitely aiming to. He's planning something. So I guess with Leif, I don't know. Guess we'll see. I guess Leif is definitely going to figure it out. What do they stand to gain? It is too far from here to Greenland for our families to do any mingling. Halfdan's farm, Leif's farm. I wonder what it is, but this is good, right? It is easier to borrow money from a relative. Well, that is true, but do you have any idea about this, Tula? Hello, Tula. What? I'm busy, right? Oh no, the more I try to clean it up, the shorter it gets. What am I to do with this hair? It's already so black. Oh, I don't know. I actually kind of like how it looks now. Don't be a fool. You look like a little page boy. What a thing to do just before your wedding. This could nullify the entire arrangement, don't you see? But I think if Halfdan has a different agenda, I think he wouldn't care about this. He would still want it to push through because he's definitely aiming for something. Nullify, really? Don't you look at me with those sparkly in your eyes. I will not allow you to ruin the catch of a lifetime. You will wear that wig until your hair grows out. Do not take it off in the presence of others, promise me. But sister, this is golden blonde. That's the only one. Trust me, a different hair color is nothing compared to how short you cut it. And you'd better be prepared for the consequences if you ruin this arrangement. I'll send you back to your old home. Please, sister, anything but that. My home is so boring and out of the way, I'll die of boredom. And you'd better not get into any more nonsense. Why, you little handful. Stop your fake bawling. A woman can't be a widow at 19 years old, you know. You're being wed to a proper wealthy man, not our miserable little farm. Whatever is the problem, my dear? Your arm is now is properly set now, Master Thorfinn. Thank you. I will be on call outside if there's anything you need. Please ask. Huh? Outside? But it's so cold. You'll get sick. Please stay inside with the fire. Please no, I will only be an intrusion on your conversation. Are you a slave? Yes, the master will punish me. Chatter, chatter. I was a slave until this fall, too. It's all right. I'll speak with Halfdan about it. Please stay in here. Ah, yes, sir. Pardon me, guests. Halfdan summons you to the mansion. I will show you the way. Kinda awkward. It's so gloomy. Do you know any jokes to lighten the mood, Einar? How is your arm? Huh? Oh, it's fine. Nothing too serious. It was rash of me. No, please don't worry about it. Anyone would have made the same assumption. That's right. Yes, anyone would make that mistake. Not just me. Yes, the fault lies with the one acting in a misleading manner. Yes, sorry. I understand you've come to borrow money from the family. Are you going to buy a farm? Alright, something like that. I wish to develop the land of Finland far to the west, and I am looking for someone to lend their wealth to our cause. Vinland, you, the fettered turn. I wonder what these mean. I have no idea what is a fettered turn. Part 4. What is this? A map? Doesn't looks like. No, no, this is not a map. So what is this? I guess this is maybe this is the fettered turn, but I don't know what it's used for. And oh, it's a blanket. And what about this wretched excuse for a woolen blanket? Isn't it dreadful? Who do you suppose spun and wove this? Gudrid, the girl you want to bring under our roof. And this fabric took her half a year to complete. She's lower than a girl of 10. I don't know if it's talent or discipline she's lacking. I let her try cooking. I let her try cleaning. She's terrible at them all. If she had a knack for anything, it would be tending sheep, I suppose. It is her mother-in-law's duty to train her in these matters, Astrid. She is beyond my help. The girl's not fit to be a wife. If you are to rethink this arrangement, now is the time. She's the only weddable woman of age in Leif's family. Her skill at weaving is no concern of mine. The point is whom you forge a blood alliance with. So it is about Leif. Is he also aiming to go to Vinland? Is that why he wants to have some kind of connection with Leif? I guess he is a farmer, and and Vinland would be I guess the most promising place for any kind of farmer. Is that so? You wed me to strengthen your alliance with the family of poor fishers. This is news. Ooh, yeah, I guess that's interesting. So he guess he. Ooh, I'm really interested in that. I guess I wonder why. I guess what is he planning? Because based on I guess what his wife is saying is that yeah, what did you benefit when you wed? It seems like there's no benefit when he wed his wife because she came from a family of poor fishers. But I guess he was able to create a very successful farm. I brought you Harold Halfdan. Ah, begone. I have work to do. Good grief, what is a man good for? Nothing if he won't take a woman's good advice. And without considering the girl's feelings, if you think a woman can be moved like a piece of on a henafat board, you're sorely mistaken, husband. So I guess this is just yeah, this is they mentioned this before. So this is just like their version of chess. The time frame for paying your debt has long passed, but you have prepared no payment for me. Instead, when my man went to collect, you attacked and wounded him. Is this correct? Yes, there was a third party witness there who can corroborate my story. This does not meet our law. What is your defense, Harold? So this is how the infamous money lender Halfdan does his business, offering large sums to struggling farms, then waiting for the payment to falter and buying out the land. You will meet a cruel end one day, mark my words. The terms and interest were agreed upon by both parties, but yeah, at the same time, you kind of agreed with yeah. I guess even though it's kind of unfair, you still agreed to it, so you need to follow through in some way, as well as understanding that you would sell your land if you could not repay. I will not be your serf. Independence is the right and pride of every Icelander. I would rather fight you than lose that pride. God. Do you remember Bor in the barren valley? He was a very proud man. When his sheep all fell ill and died of the plague, I offered him a loan. But proud Bor refused to borrow sheep from me. Bor's family did not survive the winter. Him and his children and his wife all starved freezing with his precious pride. You borrowed money from me using your pride as collateral, and you failed to rebuild your farm's fortunes. So shut up and submit to my chain. Our guests, send them to my chamber. I leave him up to you. Do like we always do. Yes, sir. Ooh. Don't worry, Harold. Everyone here is like you. Formerly free, Bondi, and their sons. So we understand how scary it is to lose your land. I clung so hard to my miserable stretch of soil that I nearly repeated Bor's mistake. But yeah, I guess Halfdan has is he could manage to I guess maybe he could manage the land much better. But yeah. Um but yeah, in some way I think it's still his responsibility since he was able to get the loan. I guess unless if the interest is so ridiculous that you will never be able to pay it out. But I don't know. I guess in some way it's still probably part of partly his fault. And at the same time he did agree with the conditions. So yeah, it's kind of I don't know. But yeah, at the same time I guess he's just very cunning and clever with taking advantage of the situation. But at the same time, he is kind of giving them some kind of help in some way because he could just not bother anyone. And he did say that yeah, someone denied his offer, and what happened to them is yeah, they just starved and die. So and he was given an opportunity to be able to I guess try to rebuild his farm, but I guess he was not able to manage it properly. So it's not Halfdan's fault if you failed to rebuild your farm. Cultivate and settle Vinland, you say. Well, what scope? How many men? I will explain the finer points. We haven't begun canvassing for recruits yet, but I believe that we will have over 100 volunteers. Most of them will turn out to be Greenlanders, I suspect. Ever since its discovery, the vast wealth of Vinland's territory has been the dream of Greenland's. I have seen it for myself. It is a truly huge and fertile place. I only saw a portion of its eastern coast, but no matter how far south we sailed, there was no end to it. If I had to guess, Vinland seems less like an island and more like another continent. But I guess the problem would be I don't know if I guess Leif did mention before that he met with the locals with the I guess it was Indians. But yeah, I don't think American Indians would let anyone farm their land that easily because I think they're also somewhat like territorial. So I don't know. I guess I guess we'll see. Because so far it seems very promising. It seems like they make it sound it's a very easy thing to do. But I don't know because if I remember correctly, there or will be still be local maybe Indians in there, American Indians. So I don't know. We'll see how much continent much wheat will grow there. The sheep will be fat once the cultivation really starts rolling and we're able to ship out our produce. We plan to offer it to our investors at bargain prices. Wheat. Is there even anyone in Greenland who knows how to harvest wheat? I do. My name is Einar. I will be managing the wheat. I am from England, where I grew up farming wheat. As a matter of fact, Thorfinn and I know a lot about clearing land to plant crops. With a few tools and a horse, we can turn an entire forest into fields. What we need is enough supplies, livestock, and food for 100 people to survive for a year, as well as ships to carry it all. You make it sound so simple. If I lent you that much material, I would be broke long before you could pay me back. We are not asking for all of this, of course. Just a fifth of the total would be a major leap forward. What are the chances of failure? How will you repay my investment if the colony fails? Yeah, what's the collateral? There will always be that. What's your guarantee? Do not take me for a fool, Leif. Did you think I didn't know? The last attempt to colonize Finland several years ago was a failure. I understand you ultimately warred with the Skrellings. That was the attempt led by your younger brother, Torvald. He himself died in that distant land. Yeah. I don't think Thorfinn knows about that. There are also other people residing in Vinland who's going to protect their own land. Yeah, I mean Thorfinn. Yeah, that's I guess that's what Thorfinn didn't knew. That yeah, of course there are people living there, different, yeah, similar with England. Is that true, Mr. Leif? You didn't tell him. That's not very fair. I'm sorry. I should have warned you earlier. Yes, you attempted to settle there before and failed. I did not take part, so I don't know the fine details. Apparently, they had a battle on their first meeting with the natives. Yeah, the natives is going to be the issue. And Thorfinn's goal is I guess but it would take a lot because he would need to find a translator and he needs to convince a lot of natives, and I think and the problem is it's just not just one tribes. I think he will have to negotiate with different tribes as well. Thorvald was a man who liked to fight. It was our side that drew arrows first. Oh, that's a problem, I guess. I guess they were the ones who initiated the fight. But I guess they were Vikings. But I am confident that if you lead a settlement, Thorfinn, it would not turn out that way. But the problem is because of what I think Leif's brother did, it might definitely has some kind of made it has made some kind of um reputation or some kind of uh worry for the natives to welcome any kinds of foreigners. Are you the leader, Thorfinn, son of Thors? That will make you the debtor in this case. Everyone aside from Thorfinn, leave us now. I will negotiate with the borrower one on one. But yeah, I wonder what he will have Thorfinn have as a collateral. I think that would be the biggest thing. Is what would be the guarantee. The in case Thorfinn fails. So yeah, the feathered turn part 5. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I guess this is the bird he was talking about before. So I guess he captured it. Scratch, scratch. A turn. Oh, that was a turn. In this season, have you been keeping it all along? I found it recently. It was a stray from the flock. For some baffling reason, Sigurd thought that it would make me happy. Oh, it was Sigurd who took the bird. Because I thought it just piqued his curiosity. What's that bird doing there? I don't recall telling him I wanted a bird. If you want to eat it, it's yours. It's scrawny and tough, I've no doubt. It's that so. Well, I don't want to eat it. May I release it into the open instead? It will not last long if you do. It is here because it is weak and couldn't cross the sea. Release it and it will suffer a miserable death of freezing and starvation. It's that so then. Let us allow the bird to choose how it will live. It didn't spare a glance for the food. Hmm. Yeah, I wonder that. I wonder what that signifies. I guess it has his sights on something that it didn't bother to take the food. Sly young man, I can see that you're Thor's son indeed. Were you friends with my father? Friends, not in the least. I didn't see eye to eye with him, and I do not think that I shall see eye to eye with you either, Thorfinn. Ha! Oh no, have I upset him? Thorfinn, how much livestock does your family have now? Ha! I don't know. I only just returned home recently. I will lend you only enough money to match what your family owns. Oh man, this is going to be a big pressure for Thorfinn to succeed. If your expedition fails, I will recoup my investment from them. Well, my family's possessions are not my possessions. I cannot make that deal. Then what else do you have? Land, ships, weapons, silver, anything. I will only lend you what you can offer as collateral. I have nothing, only my life. This is getting us nowhere. I'm sorry. Ooh, I don't need your life. Why not offer up your pride instead? Pride. Whoa, that's that I wasn't expecting that. Pride. A major loan requires major collateral. Men are stupid creatures when they weigh their lives on pride. When they weigh their lives and pride on a scale, their pride often wins out. I enjoy giving these men gold and then stripping them of their pride, leaving them naked to the elements. It is why I lend them anything at all. Then what should I do? Kiss my boot. Damn. Only then I will consider investing in your plan. And it's not even guaranteed, it's just consideration. Yeah, I guess he's expecting Thor. I guess because Norsemen are proud people. They're Vikings. So yeah, so yeah, Thorfinn has disregarded all of that. He's more like logical, but it's still kind of difficult to do though. It's still very humiliating. It's still kind of dirty in some way, but I guess the benefits of doing it. Huh? What? That's all? That's all. Wow, I was really nervous there. From the way you were speaking, I thought you were going to demand a limb or two. Will you do it right here and now? Yeah, yes, of course. I will, I will. The right or the left, or both. Oh, I'm so relieved. Einar will be thrilled. I was joking. What? Oh, I should have known. I'm sorry. The deal fell through. So he wants collateral. Well, we've got nothing to our names. This is going to be your problem. If they say the same thing everywhere we go, we've got no more moves to play. But I think this might because I guess because he did say that all the men that borrowed from him, he always wants to strip off their pride. And I guess they always somewhat end up not being able to pay their debt, and they become just proud, and they still try to fight back. I guess he might be contemplating, what about a man with that doesn't have a pride. So I feel like he will sponsor everything. I have a feeling that, because yeah, I think he sensed that Thorfinn might be, yeah, a different kind of man, a different kind of person who would definitely that yeah, nothing will stop Thorfinn from doing whatever he wants to do, because I guess sometimes pride in some way, it prevents you from doing, I guess, being able to do anything, or something out of the box, or something, I guess something humiliating, but because yeah, I guess it's natural because you don't want to be seen as a lowly person or something like that. But the thing is, Thorfinn has been able has went through that phase. He became the lowest of the low. He became a slave. So yeah, I guess, man, I feel like half done half done will sponsor them. I have a feeling. You were going to kiss his boot. I can't believe it. If he asked you to eat horse shit, would you have done that too? I would. It's a cheap price to pay. Yeah. For it's a cheap price to pay for his ambition, for him to be able to create a land, for a peaceful land, and compare it to the ones, I guess, compare it to the things that Canute had to do. So it's definitely, I guess it still depends on the person. So, but yeah, for him it's, I guess, just the scale of things. If the Thorfinn, that's easy, that's nothing. Instead of killing people, taking lives, or creating conflict, he would rather just do that, which is crazy. And definitely, I don't think anyone could do that easily. It's insane. That, man, it's just really unbelievable that, I guess, with how Thorfinn has been able, I guess, the resolve that he has and the things that he's willing to give up, because of the goal that he wants to achieve. He's over at the shipwrights. They're seeing to the starboard repair from what Sigurd smashed earlier. So rather than fund them and bring them in, he choose to destroy them further. Then I will interfere with Thorfinn's fundraising efforts elsewhere. We must bring back we must bring Leif back into the fold. Your king is vulnerable, huh? Ah, forget it. Yeah, he's definitely thinking about considering the offer. So, but based on, I think the only thing that may, I guess, he might stand to gain with Leif, I guess, the farm from Greenland, but I think it might be, maybe he's also aiming. I think Vinland sounds really promising. Even though, I guess, because I guess even though Leif's brother somewhat failed, maybe he'll see that maybe Thorfinn has a better chance of doing it. Forget it. There are others in Leif's family who would know the way to Vinland. As long as we control his home of Brattahlid, that is enough. He truly has nothing else but his life. A detestable son, just like his detestable father. Ooh. 24 narwhal horns. Well, it sounds like you managed to get a loan after all. No, those aren't borrowed. Halfdan gave them to us. Oh, you will attend my son's wedding. I cannot lend you money, but I can give you something as thanks for joining our celebration, he said. What's a narwhal? Is it like a deer? It's kind of like a whale. Ooh, they're reasonably common around here, and their horns are used for handicraft. I'm sorry, Mr. Leif. This is all we earned here. So that's your statement, Halfdan, you coniver. What does it mean? Narwhal horns are worth good money, but the process of turning into the other is quite... Oh, he's testing Thorfinn. Because I guess if this worth something, if they could be able to, I guess that's why what Leif is saying is that if they are able to make profit of this and turn it into something that they could use um to fund for for their quest to Vinland. Yeah, I guess he's still being cautious, but in the same way, he's also Thorfinn has piqued his interest. I think he's in quite a little bit interested now in yeah, sponsoring the journey, but he's still very cautious. I guess it gets to show how much of a I guess a prudent kind of businessman he is. So that's your statement, have then you carnivore. Narwhal horns are worth with money. This is a challenge from Halfdan, Thorfinn. He's testing you. If he wants to know how serious you are about going to Vinland. Damn. But yeah, it makes sense. And yeah, I kind of like it because, yeah, at least it goes to show that, yeah, because sometimes words, it's easy to say you're going to do this, do that without any kind of without anything to show for it. So I think this will be a great testament or great show or proof that, I guess, to showcase the determination of Thorfinn to have done. And I think once they succeed doing this, he'll fund the whole thing. So yeah, man, I'm really excited for this. And man, I've never heard of what's it called? Narwhal before. It's like a whale. Thorns of narwhal. Or horns. Damn. What kind of animal is this that has a horn like this? Damn. But yeah, this is definitely a challenge for Thorfinn's goals. And also, yeah, I guess we also learned about that. Yeah, it's not going to be easy going to Vinland. And what I was also thinking before, didn't I guess didn't America had American Indians in them, the natives ones. So, and wouldn't it haven't it been like difficult to convince them to like farm their land or something? So they would also need that. And the thing is, Leif's brother already some created some kind of conflict with them, so they also have some kind of bad history with foreigners now. So yeah, it's a lot of challenge for Thorfinn, but I'm really excited to see how this will play out and how Thorfinn will eventually develop his country and with nothing to put. That's the craziest thing is that he has nothing. He's starting with nothing, and I guess he's trying to get some kind of investor. So I guess you could still say he still needs some kind of money and people to start with. But I guess just to be able to get that kind of investor just from his idea, just from his ambition is already amazing and impressive enough. So, but just getting the support itself is going to be tested right now. Is going to be a challenge. So yeah, but he's definitely going to succeed, and we've seen how much um, Thorfinn has been able uh, to showcase his determination, his motivation, and with the help of Leif Einar, so at his side, and I guess we just Leif alone, I think as his guide or as his advisor would be already a great help for him. Because remember, Leif Erikson is also a great explorer. So yeah, but I guess they mentioned that, I guess from the thing they mentioned before about like the historical inspiration of Thorfinn, that I guess maybe in history Thorfinn and Leif never really was together. It's just that Thorfinn used Leif's routes to America. So I guess in some way they are still connected, but I guess I guess in Vinland Saga it's like it's more like they're working together. So yeah, yeah, this is a big challenge and big fight, a different kind of fight that Thorfinn has to succeed in, and I'm really excited. I kind of like in some way I kind of enjoy, I guess, this kind of stories, or I guess video games where you build a village or you build a country, and then you start to develop it in some way. So I kind of enjoy those things. So that's why I guess I'm kind of also invested in the story of Thorfinn being able, I guess, with him starting up with his goal to create a country. So yeah, let me know what you think about in this read through in the comments down below. Any kind of feedback would be appreciated. Leave a like, subscribe for updates. And if you want to watch my read through in the next chapters, it's available for early access. Just check out the link in the description down below. And also shout out to my patrons for supporting this channel, and see you in my next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.